Hi, I'm GNT.
And I'm Nathan.
And today we're going to focus on some drills that will help you develop your spinning back kick. Before we go through the spinning back kick drills, I recommend you check out the back kick drill video, as this will help you with the correct alignment for when we add the spin. Okay, the first drill we're going to do for the spinning back kick is we're going to focus on the spin itself. So he's going to go to a side stance position because it's the easiest way to do your spin kicks from. So point one is going to be to turn onto his ball of his foot and have his heel pointing in the direction we're going to kick. So that creates the alignment, okay? Two, he's just going to turn his shoulder slightly, so he's looking over the shoulder. Now, preferably I would just say to go straight here, but just to get used to the motion, he's going to treat it actually more circular, and he's going to bring his leg around, and he's going to do a 180, okay? So he's going to finish with his right leg in front. So again, turns on the ball of the foot, shoulders turn, look around, and then step and come through, okay? Now, because we're talking specifically more about the spinning back kick, that wouldn't be a very good motion. As you've seen from the back kick video, this would be more for a spinning side kick version. So what he's going to do now, we're going to modify it. He's going to turn on the ball of the foot, he's going to turn his shoulder, he's going to square, and now what he's going to do is take his heel straight back and just step. And that's what we're looking for, okay? So really, with these drills, you kind of got your circular motion drill for the spinning side kick, spin hook kick, spin crescent kind of thing. But this one is that correct alignment. Again, the hips nice and square for a good back kick, or a good spinning back kick in this case. So he turns on the ball of the foot, heel, straight, boom. That's what we're looking for. So there's the steps. Okay, next drill we're going to go over is to actually do the same as we did before, but now we're going to add the kick. So if he turns to point one, his heel's pointing in the direction he's going to kick, he squares his hips, squares his shoulders. Now he's going to work on his back kick. Now what you might notice from the back kick drills we were teaching you in the previous video, he was doing it more from a parallel position, so his feet are in line. So the only difference really is he turned to the position and his one leg is just a bit further in front. So if he does the back kick from this position, he lifts, kicks straight. Yeah, you can land it forwards, or you can recoil it and bring his leg back. It's up to him. I would recommend really, if you want a good back kick, it's probably just to drive it through and land forwards like he's just done. Okay, so again, turn, alignment, bang, straight, land forward. When you land forward as well, don't drop forward. Try and land forward in balance. So you've got that decision if you wanted to bring it back. Let's say you had to get out there really fast, or you wanted to switch quickly to another back kick and things like that, then you've got that option to do so. Whereas if you're falling, you've got more weight on that leg, and if you've got more weight on that leg, it's going to be very difficult for you to move and get out of there. Okay, so the next drill is similar to the last one, but it's to stop you making your alignment mistakes. And what I mean by that is if the knees come in around a little bit more, you kind of can get away with it and not really see what you're doing when you're doing it in the air. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go next to the wall. He's going to go into his side stance. He's going to do point one, turn on the ball of his foot. His heel's pointing where he's going to kick. He's squaring his hips on two, and then the kick is traveling straight. Now the reason why we're doing it by the wall is if his knee comes around in more of a circular motion, he's now going to clip and tap the wall. So it'll make you aware that obviously you're coming around rather than the kick directly going straight underneath. Just like we were doing with the back kick tutorial, but it's obviously adding more of the spinning. So if we go again, 1, 2, square the hips, 3, underneath, okay? With this, what I would tend to do is go a little bit slower. That way then you don't damage yourself if you do clip the wall. And then when you get a little bit more confident and you're used to doing the kick and it feels good, then obviously we can do it full speed, and that way then we know we're getting that correct alignment and efficient technique. Right, so the next few drills we already filmed, but the files were corrupted. So I've come back into the gym, but we're upstairs because downstairs is getting renovated. Anyway, let's get back to the drills. We're going to go to what we were doing earlier. If he goes to his normal side stance, point one, he's going to turn on the ball of his foot, heels pointed forwards. Two, he's going to square his hips, and then he's going to come underneath with his back kick. Now we've already gone through these pointers, and you're used to these. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit something extra to make it a bit more challenging. What he's going to do now, he's going to do the stages, he's going to make the back kick, but this time he's going to add a front snap kick going into the other direction. The reason why we're doing this drill is to show the alignment. Now if he comes more round, let's say he speeds up a little bit because you'll really notice it. Let's say he does more of a spinning side kick. It's going to be very difficult for him to recover. You actually smooth that out a little bit. You can see a little bit of a bobble still there. That actually is probably the best kind of looking one you could get. Yeah? But let's say now he does the alignment correctly. He's going to go under, he's going to do his back kick, yeah, and he's going to go straight into that front snap. You can see the alignment, it's boom, boom, it's there, it's ready, okay? So if you're turning a little bit and you get that little bit of extra bobble, and the little bit extra movement, you know you're coming more of a range doing a spinning side kick or kind of circular motion. Want to try and get rid of that and work on that straight line technique. Okay, so this is a little drill, it's a bit challenging. You can also do this on a target if you want to as well, but the rebound effect will help you a little bit, so I recommend doing this one in the air if you can. Right, so the last drill I want to cover is focusing on hitting and missing. Now, a lot of you will already probably do this, but what I want you to do is focus on different pointers as you do it. So the first one we're going to focus on, if he goes to his position ready for his back kick, he's going to focus on just connecting with it and trying to get his straight line. That's it. So if he's overspinning now, let's say he spins a bit too much, he's going to favour this side of the target and he's going to hit more with his ball of his foot, so his alignment with his back kick would be out. So if you're feeling like you're hitting more with your toes and the ball of your foot, means you're normally overspinning, unless you're changing the angles with your feet as you step in and things like that. But if you're already in line with a static target, then you know you're overspinning. The other side of things could be underspinning or kicking too soon. Okay, so if he turns now and he starts his kick too early, he's still connecting with the target, and this is the better of the two options, by the way. If you're kicking just slightly early, you can still catch with the heel. Yeah, so it can still be damaging. The other one's more of a push or a scuff. So this one can be a bit more damaging, even if you skim. Yeah, it does the job. But we want to catch them really nicely and cleanly. So now if he does more of a back kick going straight, you see the difference now, and obviously the target is flying back straight. Okay? The good thing about the distancing with the back kick is if he moves in a little bit closer, he can still pull off his back kick. So this is another good indicator. Yeah, even though obviously it's hooked, yeah, and it's not going to be as damaging, or it's not going to be as forceful because you haven't got momentum build up with the kick. Yeah, it's still going to get something. Whereas if he goes close again, and he does more of a spinning side kick, circular motion, then you can see he can't creep it under and get a kick out. Okay, so that's another good indicator as well. So what I would say is experimenting with kicking the target at close range, and as you go further away, then you are going to favour more of the spinning side kick, because if he does the back kick, do the back kick first. If he does the back kick, he's going to struggle to reach, and already you can see him wanting to push his hip forward just to reach the target. Yeah, it's natural. You want to obviously get there. So if he does more of a spinning side kick motion, the hips obviously come more round, and it gives him that little bit more reach to reach the target. The other thing we want to focus on, I'm going to actually stand here for a little bit for this one, because the verses is good for springing back and forth, but I want to just give him a little bit more resistance on this one, okay? So if he comes a little bit closer now, I'm just going to give him a little bit of feedback off his back kick. Do a back kick for me. Nice, good. So see how his energy is coming into the target, yeah? I'm going to feel that if it hits me. But now let's say he makes a little bit of a mistake and he starts to lean back a little bit. Okay, so if he leans back with his back kick now, yeah, you can see he's got a little bit in there as well. I'm a bit square though, to be honest. I was planted, let's plant. Go. Good. That's good power, but as you can see, he's rebounding off. Okay? And if he's rebounding off, yeah, the energy a little bit is going back into him, so not all the energy is going into me. If he does a really good one now, keeps his body a little bit more upright, I'll probably go flying now. Should do. There we go. And see how he keeps that good position. Yeah, he's got his balance afterwards. So with the balance afterwards, what could he do? He could do another kick. He could move into a different position. He can do what he wants to do. He's in control of his body. Okay? If he obviously has the other one and he's falling, it's very difficult to recover, very difficult to do what you want to do. You're kind of on the back foot. Even if you obviously hit the person, they could come straight back at you and you haven't got the time that you would like to be able to move and adjust to a different position or a different kick. Okay, so those were a few drills that will help you develop your spinning back kick. We will try and cover some more in the future. What I'd say, when you've got those drills, try and add extra movement in them, maybe put them into combinations ready for your sparring.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. Thanks for your support, Team GNT.